Welcome back. We come into the section in your textbook and in the notes on the image of God. And in theological terms, we define this as the Imago Dei. I personally consider this beyond the gospel itself as one of the most important studies that we can commit ourselves to as theologians. We're effectively asking the question, what does it mean to be human? And in the world we live in, there are many ideas of this. We're just another creature, to the new idea of Homo Deus. We are the incarnation of God. We are God. In fact, many of our missteps in the 21st century have been because we have either over-evaluated humanity or under-evaluated it. So what does it actually mean to be human? This is the question posed by the opening passages of the Bible and in this section of our course. Our conclusions on this topic have profound implication on our view of ourselves and our view of our fellow human beings. Now, Erickson spends the time unpacking the relevant passages and then goes into three views, that being of the substantive, the relational, and then the functional view of the Imago Dei. What I find interesting here is the views he leaves out. There's nothing mentioned that are the views of Calvin and Luther, often called the unitary perspective of the substantive view. And nothing has been said of what's been called the vocational or royal view of the Imago Dei. If you're interested in going deeper than the course notes in the textbook, can I suggest reading Michael F. Bird's Evangelical Theology and his section on the image of God. I found it very helpful, and it kind of broadens out the views that Erickson presents. If you cannot get hold of that, I have included some videos on the PowerPoint in Schoology that will help you see more into the different views around this important topic, this topic of the Imago Dei. Now, Erickson breaks down the debate into what he calls his conclusions, and I'd like to emphasize them here, as these are somewhat non-negotiable aspects of the Imago Dei. These are: the image of God is universal to all humans. We are all Imago Dei. Number 2, the image is not lost completely due to sin. In other words, the Imago Dei is to be found in both Christians and non-Christians. Number 3, we have all the same degree of the image in all of us. Number 4, the image is not dependent on some aspect of our humanity, either our ability to have dominion or our relationships. Fundamentally, we all share equally in the image. Number 5, the image is something foundational to our very nature as human beings. Number 6, the image is related to our purpose as a species. And then finally, Erickson shows how all of this fully is achieved in our connection to Jesus. And I think that's an amazing conclusion. So what does this all mean for us? Well, it means that we all belong to God. We share His image. We should therefore endeavor to pattern ourselves after God, and specifically Jesus, by the grace of God. We most fully experience our humanity as we align ourselves to our Creator and to our Savior. And we are made to lean and to learn and to work because we are made in this image of the divine, of God. Now, our value, therefore, is intrinsic, and it's part of who we are. And so is the value of every human being everywhere. Now, again, I need to emphasize the cultural and societal implications of this doctrine. It is incumbent on us as theologians to understand what it means to be human, what it means to share the image of God, and it's incumbent on us to teach it with clarity. And so I encourage you again, read through your course notes and the textbook carefully, and I'll see you next time.